So, I guess we all know that these movies where it's like deadly animal predator versus human are basically just like all the other trashy horror movies out there, full of cliches and predictable plot points. But even though that's the case, I actually really enjoy these types of movies. They're perfect to just shut your mind off and watch stupid people make stupid decisions and immediately having to pay for them with their lives. I mean, will I ever go near any body of water again? Don't be silly, of course not. But who needs to shower anyway? Anyway, since I was bored and had nothing to do, I thought we'd take a look at this brilliant movie, Rogue. About a huge man-eating crocodile having fun with some tourists, cause why not? Okay, so we start off by being introduced to this guy. Now, I'm gonna be real honest here, during the entire movie I had no idea what his name was. Even after watching it a second time I had no clue. So I had to look it up and apparently it's Pete. So yeah, as you can see, Pete over here is relatively attractive, so we know he's gonna survive this whole ordeal. So skip. Yes, forgot to mention, Pete over here is a journalist from America, and when in Australia, you go on boat rides to watch crocodiles, of course. This is also where we meet all the other about-to-be crocodile snacks. Again, I don't really catch their names besides Kate, and that's mostly because she's the reason several people will die today, so she makes a memorable impression. But still, let me try to introduce the others. So we have the obligatory annoying couple over here.
Do you want to sit somewhere else?
I like sitting next to you.
No. Do you want to sit there?
No,
There's a spare seat. Sit there.
I paid for this.
You're begging me. Sit there.
What,
Really? No,
with the
sexual
Irish
harassment.
girl?
Please,
With
no.
the Irish girl?
Just sit here. It's a
You
spare
can't
seat.
make everybody
Please.
move to the back of
Honey.
the boat.
Told you they were annoying. Then over there, we have the happy family. And look, it's Alice before the Wonderland. A guy that really likes his cameras and weirdly staring at other people. Also, he wears this shirt. I like him already. We've got Smokey. Her job is mostly just to react to things.
Right. The bigger the better, if you ask me. Oh, please, pop it out. Oh, I take it too. Yep.
I am not kidding. That's literally all she does in this movie. And then of course this polluter, dumping his dead wife into the water. Actually, I'm kinda disappointed that they didn't have a crocodile shooting out of the water when he does that. I think it's a missed opportunity here, but oh well. Oh, and also there's Kevin. That's about it. Now, we first have to sit through an actual cruise tour where Kate over here shows off all her great crocodile knowledge. That will be debunked later on, of course. I have a feeling this really won't be her day, you know? Oh yeah, and then after a bit of time, this guy Neil and his friend, don't know his name, dropped by and just started insulting everyone. Like anybody would on a nice summer day. Basically just really letting us know that they'll both die for sure. Anyways, their little get-together gets interrupted by Neil taking a quick refreshing bath, and that's that. After that wonderful intermission, the group plans to head back when they suddenly spot a distress signal in the distance. And just like any responsible boat captain would, Kate here, of course, decides that it's totally safe to check it out. Everybody's excited.
I got a bus to catch at 6:30. It could be anyone.
I'm sorry, but my wife and I, we really
Oh, Alan,
need to...
please,
No, well,
I'm
I'm not
fine.
having you out
Alan.
here all day.
How long do you think it will take?
You okay?
Not really supposed to go through here. This is sacred land.
Now, even despite this, they still won't turn around or contact anybody else to let them know their position or where they're headed. But then again, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? After all, crocodiles don't attack boats that are bigger than them.
Don't worry, man, we're perfectly safe on the spot. They won't attack anything bigger than they are.
How big is this boat?
Yeah. Big enough.
Okay, we should...
Well, I guess there's another fact from Kate that's being debunked. And so it starts. So they get to the spot where the flare came from. Big crocodile attacks the boat and sort of breaks it. They quickly seek refuge on a small conveniently placed island. I mean, really convenient and right in the middle, just look at that. And yeah, everybody is still alive, unfortunately. However, they are now stuck on a small tidal island, which basically means it's gonna sink over time. In the middle of nowhere, the radio is obviously broken, flares are lost. I mean, this just really is not their day at all. Now, as you can imagine, everybody's just really happy about this unexpected outback experience. I mean, they're really getting their money's worth here. Actually, they're so excited that these two guys over here suddenly start dancing together. Very romantic. Unfortunately though, they end up a little bit too close to the water because just as everybody's attention is somewhere else, the sneaky little crocodile takes the perfect opportunity to snatch away its first victim. And when I say sneaky, I mean sneaky, like the guy not even makes a single sound. Finally, it's about time. Oh look, it's the nice guys again. Well, at least one of them.
Colin!
Yeah, I don't think he can hear you. So now, there's 9 people on the island again, and they apparently just decide to stay on the sinking island till it gets dark, because that's obviously better. I mean, everyone knows Australia at night is way safer than by day anyway, right? Such a great decision. But then again, Kate is so sure her dad will come looking for her. Even though it's already night and there's still no sign of him anywhere, and also no sign of him at any other point of the movie as well. But don't worry, Kate, your dad must be on the way. He's probably just stuck in traffic or something. So, since they're starting to run out of time and Kate over here just can't accept reality, Jake Sully over here decides to become the hero of the story by swimming across to a nearby shore with a rope and securing that to a tree in order for the others to climb across above the water. Now I'm gonna be real honest here, this might have been a nice plan. It might have even actually worked. But you see, the newly single lady here hasn't done her push-ups for some time and has to stop climbing halfway through. As always, this triggers some guy to decide now is definitely the best time to get selfish and force his daughter and himself to climb on the rope as well. Things start to get a bit out of hand, everyone takes a quick bath, Neil drops his flashlight and becomes a nice little croc snack, the tree falls, this man went for a nice little swim with the crocodile, it's just never-ending chaos. So after that fiasco, they come up with a way calmer and less complicated plan. Fishing. Oh yeah, but they don't have any bait, so that's when Cruella over here suggests to just sacrifice the dog. As anybody would. But before Cruella can hook up the dog to the fishing rod and throw him into the water, they actually find some dead geese just laying around and use them instead. Oh yeah, meanwhile Kate realizes that this might be all her fault and that her dad actually won't be coming picking them up. Actually, I'm glad she finally figured it out. Then they go through with the plan, and it actually works. Well, almost. Kate kinda gets eaten, but she had it coming, so whatever. Happy ending, roll credits. Oh no, wait, it's still going? So I guess Pete's hunger for adventure still hasn't subsided yet? And he actually starts to go for a nice little hike with his new dog through the Australian wilderness. Because apparently after you survive an encounter with a huge crocodile, you just don't fear anything anymore. Honestly, yeah, I get that. I think that actually makes sense. Fair enough. But Kevin decides to take a little detour into a cave that looks just so very inviting. There definitely won't be any dangerous predators in there or anything. So obviously Pete enters the cave as well. Who wouldn't? And surprisingly, all he finds is just a badly wounded but still alive Kate. Who would have thought? Thereby proving once and for all that the giant man-eating crocodile really only likes eating men. I guess then it's safe for me to go swimming with crocodiles after all, yay! And then the dog dies. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, I'm gonna spare you the clips where the crocodile just really munches down on poor Kevin, just so you know they really show it all. And since after this, I've suddenly lost all interest to continue, I'm just gonna quickly summarize what happens next and wrap this up. You're welcome. The croc returns to his cave, Pete tries to sneak out with Kate but fails. Pete and the crocodile play a little bit of hide and seek, which the crocodile wins. Pete loses a few fingers, and because Pete really didn't like that, he impales the animal with a piece of wood. While they share a romantic kiss. He and Kate get out of there, find rescuers, and catch up with the group. The end.
What did you think of the tour?
To be honest, you'll probably hear from my lawyers pretty soon. So yeah, all in all, this movie exists.